They will always say, do you have any questions for me? Yes, you do. One question is, when do you plan to make a decision? Because that tells you when to follow up. That doesn't tell you when to send your thank you, but that tells you when to follow up. Because they may say, and this is I always say, I plan to make a decision by Friday. So on Friday, if you haven't heard from them, then you follow up. Now you've already given the thank you email. I look forward to hearing from you. I enjoyed meeting with you. Here are my qualifications again. You've already sent that. But your follow-up, if you haven't heard from them, is your follow-up after the date they gave you. And you can say, I'm still interested in the position. I know that you said you'd be making a decision on Friday and I didn't hear anything, and wanted to know if the position is still available. That's all you can say. They will answer. If they don't answer, you can follow up again in the next 2 or 3 days with that same statement. You said you'd be making a decision. Because we always say, follow up, and either they're going to pick you or they're going to say no thank you. So you are entitled to follow up until they either say, hey, yes, I meant to call you, I've been really swamped, or they'll say, we're no longer interested. Because until you hear one or the other, I tell people, keep following up. But every so many days. So not every day, but every so many days. The day they say they're going to be making a decision, you can follow up when you haven't heard. And then if you haven't heard, if they haven't responded, give it 3 days, follow up again. So just because you don't get that position, if you interviewed well, if you interviewed really well, then we'll still call you. We can still call you and say, hey, we got an opening came. I know you didn't get this first one, but an opening came. We want to give you first right of refusal that, if you're interested, we'd like to offer you the position. If you're not, then that's okay. If you're not interested, then that's okay. But we did like you enough to call you now to offer you the position. So when you follow up, as long as you're professional, even if you didn't get the first one, they may have another one quickly. They'll think of you, how you were professional when you followed up, showed you were interested, and call you and offer you the position. I can't tell you how many times we've done that.